Hi, my name's Annalisa and I've been a foster carer for about 15 years. I started foster caring when I was 25 and I've cared for around 80 children, some for just overnight, some for a year, and some who ended up joining our family and becoming our children forever. The Fridge Door is a software app that's designed with foster care agencies specifically in mind. After doing foster care for so many years and then working in IT, I started to think about how were we using software and IT to help us in that community sector. Foster care agencies have digital records that they keep, but these are for professional, confidential files, often legal information that's kept about a child that's not to be shared with families that they're moving to or with the child themselves until an appropriate age. The Fridge Door is an app that's made for the families and the children to use in conjunction with the organisations that they're caring for. Everybody creates a profile, including the child, and this is where we can keep information that's usually kept on the fridge door within a family, like what's that child's routine, what do they like for dinner, who's their favourite swimming coach, who's their friend that they like to have a sleepover with from school. It also has a private social media reel in there so that people who are interacting with that child can post achievements and exciting stuff about what's happening for them, which can be kept then as a history roll and provided as life story work for them as they grow up. If a child has to move from one family to another, the next family can invite that child's profile to their family, and now all of that information that's usually kept within a family is moved on for that child in a digital sense. Really easy to keep track of them. Over the years, I've seen lots of the kids around that I cared for. These are children that lived in my home and I lost contact with them once they moved on. I really wish there had been a way that they could have stayed connected to our family and we could have been part of their support network moving forward. The Fridge Door lets that happen. A child now can keep their own record on their profile of people who have cared for them and supported them and contributed to their life story work along the way. Safety is a really big deal when we're talking about kids in care. These children are vulnerable and it's all of our responsibility to make sure they stay safe. Foster care agencies work really hard to make sure that the carers that they're working with all have their Working with Vulnerable People card or their Working with Children card, and that their status is that it is okay for them to work with children. Foster carers also need to be responsible for making sure that every other professional that works with that child, whether it's a babysitter they hire or a tutor or a soccer coach, that those people also have a Working with Children or Working with Vulnerable People card. The Fridge Door app is affiliated with the ACT government and the New South Wales government and soon to be Queensland government, so that we can monitor the status of Working with Vulnerable People cards or Working with Children cards, so that carers that have children in their care can enter this information into our app, and we'll monitor that status through these government agencies. If anything changes, we'll contact the carer, the organisation, the families that are working with these children to let them know so that we can keep these children safe. In 2021, the Fridge Door app will be launching with foster care agencies through New South Wales and Queensland. So if this is something that your agency is interested in having a presentation, please contact us as soon as possible.